Welcome back to the Carlton Irish Future Series here at Baldor Badminton Centre. I'm here with Tony Murphy and myself, Ben Caldwell. This is the men's singles semi-final between Joshua Eipe and Kian Andersen, and an interesting game in prospect. Two Danish players playing one another in this semi-final of the premier event, would you say, the men's singles, and an interesting match.
Always the most entered event, men's singles, with the highest prize money. So really seen as the most popular event in badminton. Both of these pairs, just in the men's singles, as far as I'm aware, focusing their badminton career on the singles, and it shows, having neither of them struggled en route to the semi-finals here.
We see Kian Andersen with a strong start. Very good at attacking play, from what I've seen. Hits down from very steep angles and very dangerous overhead. and haven't seen so much of Joshua Eipe, but in this first stage of the game, it's Kian Andersen who's come out really strong and really controlled this game. Both players looking like they're quite up for this game, quite relaxed and moving quite well, and be interesting to see as the game goes along.
I think Joshua would have certainly the better movement, being a bit smaller. He will have the advantage of moving around the court and retrieving other shots. It's going to be whether Kian's shot quality is good enough to end the rally using his angled attack, cuts, slices, stick smashes.
Yeah, often taller players finding it a little bit more challenging to twist and turn, but really still very agile and able to cover the court, and looking like moving quite well to retrieve a lot of these shots. And a good strong attack there down the centre of the court, forcing his opponent into the lift to get his second point on the board. So 2-6 now, and Joshua Eipe starting to play his way into the game a little bit more. Just to move nice and fast around the head shot there. As you say, quite small and quite agile, moving very quickly, and that's making that shot very effective.
A lot of elements of the game very similar to our previous match, our women's singles match we talked about, but some of the differences between the men's and the women's game is the serves. We saw majority of the rallies started with the high serve of the women. In the men's game, low serve is used nearly all the time to not give away the attack. For the smashes can be hit very hard, very steep, and don't want to be on the receiving end of the attack straight away.
It's just judging to have been hitting the net. It looked like he did hit the net with his racket there, and really they're trying to take the shuttle so early, and often they do end up hitting the net tape with the racket. Of course, if the shuttle hits the net, then that's fine, but if their racket or any part of their body hits the net, then that's a fault, and they lose the rally. Big high clear down the centre of the court there. Tactic when he's under pressure, just to buy time and not give his opponent too many angles to hit. Playing to the centre of the court, really limiting your opponent's ability to hit cross-court slices and to put you under pressure to the sides of the court.
Intervals. Five, 20 seconds, 4, 5, 20 seconds. The
score here 11-4. in the first set. Kian Andersen just coming out the stronger of the two, getting a small lead at the beginning of this game. Joshua Eipe just playing his way in a little bit more, and starting to have a little bit more success in these rallies. Seems to be on the defensive quite a lot, Joshua Eipe. He seems to be was the one who's lifting a little bit more, a little bit later on the net, and needs to try and be taking the shuttle earlier like that, and use these downward shots. A little bit negative in some of these rallies. He needs to try and get a bit more control. His opponent having a good attack, so can't afford to let him control using his downward shots.
Yeah. Kian not even needing to hit clean winners with his attack at the minute, just putting him under enough pressure to force the error.
Yeah, really a lot of lifts, too many lifts I would say from Joshua Eipe, and Kian Andersen really punishing this at the moment.
Much better.
Good interception. That around the head corner seems to move very well there. Just jumping out on that one and flipping the shuttle down. Good quality shot.
Very fast moving forward. Big guy, but managed to get up, hit the jump smash and forward right to the net for the net kills. Took two or three attempts, however, but got the job done.
Yeah, did very well to get some of those back, Joshua Eipe, but not able to turn it away from his opponent enough, and caused him to have to move. Often if you see the opponent moving forward like that, good to lift it back over their head so they can't keep you under pressure.
Again, an opportunity for Joshua to play net there at the start of the rally, but like to lift, and possibly that's the reason why he's not comfortable with the net. His net return there failed to go over, so maybe he feels that at the minute his control of the net is a bit too loose, so he's having to give the attack away.
Whether it's a tactic where he's trying to make his opponent attack and wear him out, I don't know, but at the moment too negative, too defensive in the way he's playing. This is better, taking the net early there and using his downward shots. Right idea then to hold the net. Used better tactics in that rally, but unfortunately just ending with the unforced error there.
Okay, Joshua threw in a few after his net spins, just a few hard smashes, where he should possibly be trying to hit better angles. Kian's defense is going to be very good side to side with his reach, but having to move forward will be a lot harder.
Yeah, he needs to use those steep slices and bring his opponent close into the net, and use his speed to then follow up on that. Does move appears to move quite well, but really not making the most of it at the moment with the tactics he's using. little bit too much at the net there. Kian Andersen just trying a little deception when a simple early net shot would have done.
Like we saw in the women's singles, the rest of this set, Kian's going to want to finish it off pretty quickly and get started with good momentum in the second. Joshua's going to do his best to try and get a better game plan, find a rhythm, find something that's going to work for him to take into the second game.
You'd have thought his coach would be telling him to be less defensive in this than he is at the moment. Kian Andersen, a very tall player with ability to hit steep angles and with good power. So really wants to try and neutralise that by not giving him the opportunity to play too many of those shots.
Good idea would be to use a lot more attack at the body, whether that be a smash or a drives to the net. He's got a big long reach, which should help him pick shuttles up from side to side, but getting his own body out of the way, getting his racket in the right position might be a little less easy.
Game point 12.
A game point to the tall right-hander, and really has controlled this game, and be as you say, really Joshua Eipe really needing to make a plan here for what he can do in the second game. Very difficult to come back from the current score, and let's see if he comes into the second game with a better tactical plan. So this was the first game, 21-13, and the last shot just going along the court.
Court 5, 20 seconds. Court 5, 20 seconds. Second game, love all. Play.
So here the start of the second set between Kian Andersen and Joshua Eipe in this semi-final match here, the Irish Future Series, and first set really dominated by Kian Andersen, using his attack to hit winners and keep his opponent under a lot of pressure. Again, a good smash there, across the body of his opponent, and Joshua Eipe not quite having the answers at the moment.
Love.
This is a better rally. We'll see if Joshua can be a bit more patient.
1, 3.
Yeah, getting the winner there.
Service over. 4, 1.
Good movement into the net there.
That was very smart from Kian Andersen. That will put Joshua off playing net. Even more so if there's a threat of Kian up there killing them off.
Service over. 2, 4.
If Joshua Eipe is able to extend these rallies and really push his opponent around the court a bit more, I think he has a lot better chances. He can have some long rallies and make him stretch to all corners of the court. The big guy is stretch and move his whole body to all corners of the court. Just thought he'd be able to wear him down. Good dive from Joshua Eipe to recover that shot. And a good rally from Joshua Eipe, very impressive. Moving his opponent around the court very well, and then waiting for a opportunity and then putting away the smash. This is more the type of rally he needs to be constructing if he's to win the second game.
That'll certainly help his confidence now. His belief in being able to move Kian around the court and create some chances for him to hit his own, use his own winning shots.
And then you see the response from Kian Andersen, a good deception on the net, and there's a quick point there. Good response, very good on the flat interception there, very sharp, and jumped out and took that really early. Just a bit of misjudgment at the end, at the back of the court there, and pulling that shot wide.
Great touch from Kian. Every time we see a good run of form from Joshua, Kian seems to have the answers.
Quality of the serve not really there, and a good deception from Kian Andersen. The serve coming up quite high and easy for the tall Danish player to stretch out and take that one early. Being able to take the shuttle early, meaning it can much easier for them to be deceptive. A bit unlucky in that rally to not win with the kill.
Service over. 6, 8.
Making a few misjudgments in this round the head corner, Kian Andersen. Just leaving a few shuttles landing in, and area of the court. He looks as if he could
Service over.
develop a little bit better judgment.
His left the shots, he is in a decent position to hit as well, so he's choosing to sacrifice a possible winning opportunity with leaving it for a cheap point. So
I'd like to see him really
11-6.
hit those rather than, if it's very close to the line. He's not quite getting the judgment right, so it's safer to hit that one. And we go into the break here at 11-6.
Court 5, 20 seconds. Court 5, 20 seconds. Play.
So 11-6 in the second set. And Kian Andersen leading Joshua Eipe.
12-6.
12 points to 6.
is there one shot or one area of Joshua's game that needs to be changed, or a certain shot he needs to stop playing to give him a real chance in the second set, Ben?
He needs to use the net more effectively. He doesn't seem to gain too much control at the net, so he needs to be using some good spinning net shots and also a little bit more deception at the net to create an opportunity. Quite often electing to make a flick or lift to the back, as we've seen there, and really then being under pressure from then on in the rally. If he can gain the control of the net more, then he will be able to use his attacking shots from the rear more. Exactly what we've seen there. Not seen too many of them in this game, and that's been very effective. The deception at the net and just making his opponent pause for a second there and getting a good benefit from that. And again, they're very early, moving in, taking the net very early and proving very effective. Good rally here. And,
so I mentioned earlier the body smash will be very effective. Trying to hit in around the waist or the chest of your opponent, making their own body an obstacle, if you will, to get around to hit the shuttle back.
Unfortunately, just rushed his serve there, and don't know if he saw his opponent moving early on that shot or just rushed it. But seems to struggle to string together periods of good play. That's a nice smash from Joshua Eipe. Kian Andersen just giving him too much time there. Again, just a little bit too defensive, and Kian Andersen able to use that big angle the lift from Eipe really had not good enough depth, and it wasn't moving Kian Andersen under any pressure whatsoever. Great shot really early on the net there, and even though getting a bit of luck on the net take, deserved to win that rally. Very good slice, and then following it up with a good net kill.
Yeah, we deserved that that luck there.
Again, using the body smash well there, and then moving forward. Just another unforced error there, unfortunately, which is
very common that he's found himself in good positions in rallies and throwing it away, or found himself winning a string of points and throwing it away with a serve, a rush serve. So perhaps concentration has let him down in this game.
Does hit some very good slices, but really has not had too much opportunity to hit them. Again, very nice slice down to the forehand side of his opponent, and following up the kill. Very effective, and that's the sort of thing he needs to be doing more of. Good quality punch there. Just a little hold before he hit that one, and very deceptive. Kian Andersen moving forward, and then just making a clean winner with a clear. Not often you see that one, Tony.
No, not in men's singles at all. Joshua really stepping his game up here, when under pressure, but it's a case of whether he's able to maintain it right through to when he's in a winning position himself, scoring wise. Each time he's got close, we've seen him throw away easy points.
And as you say, some very good patches of play. Just really needs to try and maintain this. Very sharp in the mid-court there.
Carlton on par, doing a good job of directing Kian back to resuming play, making sure he doesn't try to take too long a break.
Very good counter-attack shot there.
So we'll
very
see.
Good stepping out and hitting that one.
We'll see what Joshua can produce now after a wee break of the shuttle change. He might begin to realise he now is closing in on Kian. See if he can keep the quality up.
So, as you say, done very well to fight back into this one, and now the important points, and 17 all. So we'll see if he can maintain this run he's having now. See if he can take this to a third set.
Kian having to work very hard there to end a run of 6 points from Joshua. 2 dives produced by Joshua in that rally. Doubting, making Kian doubt whether he can really finish the rally off, but he stayed calm, patient, and got the chance.
Yeah. And Joshua just a little bit disappointed there with that lift. I think he was just about there, but just off balance and hard to make that last shot. Very nice angle there, very steep angle, good slice. And I saw now 1917. It's like Kian Andersen has woken up again and is a little bit back to the form he was showing at the beginning of this game.
It's possible that he had relaxed when 17-12 up, which enabled Joshua to get back into the game. Now a bit of adrenaline kicked in and finds himself with 3 match points.
And that's it. 21-17, that second set, and great celebration there from Kian Andersen. Very pleased with that win.
Good to see the emotion from the players caught on camera.
Taking him into the final of the men's singles at this Carlton Irish Future Series. Be very happy with that win, and be able to rest now for tomorrow's finals. The next match we have on court is the women's doubles semi-final. Louise Hansen and Louise Searson from Denmark versus Kitty Smith and Alana Stevenson from Ireland. Join us back on badmintonireland.tv for the next match.